Hello and welcome to e-bikes.com. Today with me I have the Big Cat Fat Cat Generation 2. We're going to be doing an indoors review today because it's about 10 degrees outside. It's dark, it's cold, it's windy. So I figured that this would be a little bit better for the video. And we will be updating with an outdoors review where we test ride the bicycle, take it out in the snow, on the street, on some dirt trails and whatnot. But for today, I'm going to keep it nice and warm in here and just talk a little bit about the features on this bicycle and some of the main differences about the Generation 1 Fat Cat and the Generation 2 Fat Cat. So we finally got these bicycles in our warehouse in New York. We did experience some delays for some time, and we want to apologize for that, and we also want to thank everyone for their patience. But we finally got them in, and we've had roughly, I believe, close to 50 or more pre-orders that have been sent out already, so we're very excited about everyone submitting testimonials and videos and photos about their Fat Cats, mainly out in some of the warmer states, of course, like Florida, Texas, and California is where most of these bicycles will be seen for at least the beginning of the year. Until it gets warmer out here in New York, then you'll definitely start to see a little bit more. Okay, so the Generation 2 Fat Cat, as you can see, the first main difference that you'll see between this one and the Generation 1 Fat Cat is the color. The Generation 1 Fat Cat only came in a gold gloss color, and the Generation 2 Fat Cat at the moment is only available in a matte black with lime green wheels. It does seem a little bit shiny in the video, but the main reason for that is because we had the bicycle outside earlier. We had it out in the snow and it was very dirty, so I brought it in and I cleaned it up a little bit just for the video. But the color that you're seeing here is a matte black, lime green decals and lime green rims. Alright, so we're going to start from the top and work our way down and to the back of the bicycle. For starters, you can see we're still incorporating the Shimano SIS Index thumb shifter. It is a 7-speed. Still get this little bell here, ergonomic grips. There's a twist throttle as well. These are the TEKTRO brake levers, which have the cutoff switch to the motor. So when you're twisting on the throttle, you want to come to a stop, you apply the brakes. That's going to send a signal to the motor. It's going to stop it. This is the LED headlamp. It's 7 LEDs. And you turn it on by pressing the power button on the controller that's up on the handlebars. It's off, on. One of the best features of the Fat Cat Generation 2 is that we've incorporated this LCD display. The Fat Cat Generation 1 did not have this LCD display, which reads your speed, your distance, your battery life, and it also powers on the front LED light. The Fat Cat Generation 1 as well did not have a front headlamp. Simply press the power button on the battery. No key is required for this. Okay, so you have your battery life. This is your speed, your distance, and you also have the option of controlling the level of pedal assist. And there's 5 different levels. That's something that the Fat Cat Generation 1, of course, did not have. It was a just one basic level for the pedal assist that was on at all times. For this one here, you can choose to go between 1 and 5 different levels. And of course, another difference between the Fat Cat Generation 2 and the Fat Cat Generation 1 is that the Fat Cat Generation 2 has a throttle. So a lot of people really prefer to have a throttle because it's more of a leisure kind of thing, but it's also beneficial to have once you get tired, or if you have a condition that's going to stop you from riding a traditional bicycle the traditional way. Having a throttle is going to allow you to still enjoy riding a bicycle without having to pedal. The only thing to keep in mind though is when you're using the throttle, you are going to experience a lot less range. So keep that in mind when you're riding these bicycles, is try to have moderation or a balance between pedaling and having the pedal assist propel the motor, as opposed to having the throttle all the time. You're going to get a lot more range from the battery and the motor that way. And like I mentioned earlier, to power on the headlight, you just press on the power button one time, and as you can see here, the headlight is powered on. Press it again and it turns it off. And to power this off, you simply press down on it for a few seconds. There you go. Just really quick before I move on, in case anyone is wondering where the serial number for this bicycle is, it's located right here in the front, right above the fork. And something good to keep in mind is, if you want to take this serial number and go down to your local police station, precinct, or sheriff's office, depending on where you live, you can take this serial number, you can register this bicycle just in case of any theft. It'll make it easier for the authorities to locate your bicycle and get it back to you. Okay, so now right here we have the same tire that you found on the Fat Cat Generation 1. It's an all-terrain tire. It's a 26 by 4 inch, and it's pretty good for sand. Of course, you have to adjust your tire pressure for that. I personally have ridden this bike on ice, on snow, on dirt, grass, on pavement. I haven't really had the chance to take it out in the sand, but it's performed really well. Has a really smooth ride to it. The only thing you're going to have to keep in mind is that when you're going on different terrains, you're going to want to adjust your tire pressure. So be sure to keep the tire gauge and a air pump on you at all times if you're looking to go between in between terrains and looking to do different activities with this bicycle. But one other thing is, this is a full rigid frame, but it's not designed for extreme off-road use. So be sure not to do any crazy stunts, any 20-foot jumps or anything like that, because you will damage the fork or the frame. Alright, so moving over to the down tube is something that you'll notice if you're familiar again with the Fat Cat Generation 1. The Fat Cat Generation 1 had a slightly different down tube. This one here is more squared, and that's because it has to house the new battery that we incorporated. It's a 36 volt 10 amp hour. It's really cool because you just push the power button here. There are no keys required on the bicycle when it's powered on in order for the battery to be operated or the bicycle itself to be operated. Pops right off. So there's another feature that I wanted to show you on this bicycle that was not on the Fat Cat Generation 1. You'll find it here on the battery simply by pulling up this tab. It's a USB. Sorry, it requires just a little bit of play, but okay. So like I said, this is a USB port right here. Just by lifting up this tab, if you lift up this tab, that's where your charger is going to go. This is the USB port again. It's a really cool feature to have because nowadays you're getting a lot more people with smartphones and they're using them while they're riding their bikes. They're mounting them up to the handlebars, and they're using applications like Map My Ride to calculate their distance, their speed, GPS. They can log it in and share it with their friends. And you might run into some problems where you have low battery and you're gonna have to make an important phone call or something, or you get stranded, And the cool thing about this is that you can plug your phone right up to this USB port and you can get some juice out of it. But of course, once you're running the bicycle, you're getting juice from this battery. So if you're going to plug up your phone, just keep in mind that you are going to take away from your range and your performance. Okay, so we've pretty much covered most of the bicycle. Just to finish off here, we have a Shimano derailleur. It's a Shimano Acera 7-speed. It's chained by KMC. And like I was mentioning earlier, a lot of the components on this bicycle you'll find on many other bicycles, many other brands. A lot of the higher end stuff that sell for a lot more than what this bicycle may cost you. You'll see that this, again, like we always say, we like to put emphasis on the fact that this is a premium entry-level offering, and you're getting really good components, a lot of components that you'll find on other branded bicycles that work really well, actually, with, you know, across the board with in terms of performance and reliability. But one thing to keep in mind when you are riding this bicycle or any bicycle that has a derailleur, always shift up or down while you're riding the bicycle. Never when it's in standstill, because it could damage the derailleur. And when you're going uphill, you're going to want to use a lower speed, and when you're on flatter surfaces, you can use a higher speed, which will give you either result in a faster speed, or it's going to just make it much easier for you to ride this bicycle, depending on if you're going uphill or down. Okay, so the Fat Cat Generation 2, like the Fat Cat Generation 1, does have a pedal assist function. As you can see here, that's powered by these magnets. There's a little plaque that's located in the bottom bracket, so as you're pedaling, there's a sensor right here that's picking up that movement, the cadence. It sends a signal to the motor, and it propels you and provides torque. In case you're wondering what this thing right here is, that's the controller, which controls the current from the battery to the motor, controls the signals and everything electrical pretty much on this bicycle. Another difference from this bicycle, the Fat Cat 2 opposed to the Fat Cat 1, is the saddle here, or the Seatpost. And what you'll notice is that the Fat Cat Generation 1 had a shock absorber that was located on the Seatpost, which made riding just a little bit more comfortable. We actually had mixed feelings about it. Most of the people that rode that bicycle didn't like it, while others did like it. So we kind of came to the conclusion that we wanted to keep it off and keep it a little bit more traditional, because it was just something that more people complained about than they liked. But if you ever want to have that option, of course, this bicycle, like any other bicycle that we carry, does operate just like a traditional bicycle, and it could be modified with different accessories from aftermarket manufacturers. So that's one thing that's different from this bicycle. That's one thing that you're not going to get on this bicycle that you would have gotten on the Fat Cat Generation 1. Okay, so just to kind of summarize again here, what you're getting is an aluminum frame BigCat Fat Cat Generation 2 with a 36 volt 10 amp hour battery capable of giving you a range between 15 to 30 miles. Again, there are many factors that are going to affect your range depending on the rider weight, the charge, the terrain, and weather conditions. Always keep in mind that if you're using the throttle more than you are pedal assist, you're going to experience less range. It is a 7-speed powered by a Shimano Acera. You have the pedal assist cadence sensor. You have a front LED, a 350 watt front hub motor, 36 volts, 160 millimeter disc brakes mechanical by TEKTRO. The design on this one is slightly different. Of course, it's really just in the down tube because we're housing a much better battery as opposed to the Fat Cat Generation 1. The other thing, again, just to summarize here, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the LCD display is something that's very beneficial. It's going to be a lot easier for people to monitor their battery life, to control the pedal assist, which can also affect your range, and it's going to tell you your distance and your speed. So it's a really nice feature to have on this bicycle. So be sure to log on to BigCatUSA.com to find a dealer near you, or log on to e-bikes.com. Thank you.